Hey, good morning, Cocoa Beach. This is Mr. Ryan coming at you. I got another video to show you today. This time it's about report cards. That's right, report cards are already here. So today, this afternoon, Friday afternoon, your student should be coming home with a report card. And that has been causing some people some questions why we're having report cards already. So I thought I would do a quick video to explain the grading cycles in a block schedule. It is a little different than what we're used to. So a quick visual aid I thought might help us understand it because we are packing a different amount of instructional time into a shorter period of physical time. And so our grading cycles look a little different than what we're expecting. So I created a visual for you. I got it over here on the other screen. So let's bounce over there real quick and let me explain it to you. I don't want to take a ton of time. So let's get started. Okay, folks, so here is the visual I was talking about. Let me explain to you the elements here that you see on the screen. So there are 4 terms here in the first half of this school year, fall term 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have the dates underneath to correspond with the amount of time that they represent. Fall term 1 is the term that we just completed. That was 4.5 weeks, but it represents 9 weeks in a traditional calendar. Remember, your students are in class for 90 minutes, so they're getting twice as much instruction each day. So it takes this 4.5 weeks and turns it into a 9-week term. That terminology is what we would normally use for a 9-week term. There are 2 9-week terms here in the first half of the fall. So you have term 1 and term 2. Those 2 terms equal the first quarter of the school year. Quarter is the amount of time that we would typically use to represent um, a 9 weeks, but right now it's actually considered a semester. So 4.5 equal 9. So the terminology here is not wrong, but it's representing a different amount of time. So this term is representing 4.5 weeks, but a term is actually a 9-week period. So this is 9 weeks, this is 9 weeks, this is 18 weeks. So the terms aren't incorrect. It's just representing a different amount of time than we're used to. So right now this is a semester of time, but the quarter is not incorrect. And as you guys would all expect, at the end of a semester, you either have a midterm exam for a year-long credit class, or you have a final exam if it's a semester class. And if your student does in fact have a semester class, then they are going to physically change classes on their schedule on 10/24 for the second half of the fall term, because this is a second semester within the school year. So this is typically 4.5 weeks. This is typically 9 weeks. 2 9 weeks make up a semester, but right now it's 9 weeks, 2 9 weeks, a semester, 2 semesters, a school year. So we are going to complete a school year's worth of instruction in the first half of this school year, calendar year, uh, by 1:15. So this is what it looks like. If you're going into focus and looking for grades, you're going to want to look under fall terms. Fall term 1 is the grading cycle that we just completed. Fall term 2 is the grading cycle we're currently in. If you go to quarter, you're only going to see a percentage of your student's overall grade, because this is actually organized in such a way that it's 40% of this term, 40% of this term, and then 20% of the exam grade. So this is only going to represent at this moment in time a percentage of these 2 grades. So it's not going to look accurate. If the student has 100 in the class, it's only going to show a 40, and your student didn't actually earn a 40. It's just 40% of this 100 that they earned for the fall term grade. So this is it. We repeat again the second half of this school year from January to June, and another 4 classes. All right, so there you have it. There is a visual of the grading cycles for you. 4 terms, 2 quarters, and at the end there you have the end of the school year. So it is a little different. It just represents a different amount of time, but the terminology is essentially the same. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love to help you, and we hope that you have a great Cocoa Beach weekend.